In Singapore, what's yours is ours is a common theme when a marriage ends. Assets accumulated during the marriage, regardless of the source, are typically considered part of the shared pool of division. This is a real story about what happened to a housewife who had accumulated a vast and valuable portfolio of expensive luxury items. During her marriage, a housewife amassed a substantial collection of jewelry and designer handbags worth $600,000. When the marriage soured and the couple decided to part ways, she expected to keep all her prized possessions. Unfortunately, the reality was very different. Her former husband successfully claimed a stake in her jewelry and handbags during the divorce, highlighting the financial turmoil a marital breakdown can bring. So, what lessons can we learn from this scenario? Your precious gifts aren't always safe. When a divorce battle unfolds, all marital assets are subject to division, including those pricey gifts exchanged during happier times. This means the expensive watch or diamond necklace you received might not stay with you when the marriage ends. Such was the case for the housewife who lost her valuable collection. However, not all personal belongings are up for grabs in a divorce unless they hold significant value. For example, in a divorce involving around $70 million in assets, the court decided not to include the wife's jewelry, valued at between $250,000 to $500,000. In contrast, in our case, the wife's jewelry and handbags valued at almost $600,000 were considered substantial and were included in the shared assets. Ownership before and after marriage matters. In Singapore, what's yours is ours is a common theme when a marriage ends. Assets accumulated during the marriage, regardless of the source, are typically considered part of the shared pool of division. This includes items that you brought into the marriage or acquired during it, even if it's in your name. The housewife tried to argue that her jewelry and handbags should be excluded from the shared assets, emphasizing that their value was relatively small compared to the couple's multi-million-dollar properties. While not every household item will be listed for division, especially if their worth is insignificant, jewelry and high-value items often make the list. Breadwinners can also get a bigger share in many cases. The law often views spouses as equal partners, entitled to an equal share of the assets. However, if one person is the primary breadwinner, having funded most, if not all, of the items, they might be entitled to a more significant portion of the assets. This doesn't mean that the other spouse is left with nothing. A 30% share in a substantial asset pool such as $50 million can provide a very comfortable lifestyle. The court's decisions consider each case's unique circumstances to ensure fairness. In the case we're talking about, the husband received 70% of the $42 million asset pool, around $30 million, in comparison to the wife who received 30%, which approximately amounted to $12 million. It's worth noting that the court based its decision on contributions such as homemaking and caregiving as well. Regarding spousal maintenance, the court's aim is to ensure the well-being of the spouse and also of the children. Suppose a spouse has already received a substantial award during the asset division. In that case, the court is less likely to require them to pay additional maintenance. In the case of the housewife, she requested a lump sum maintenance of around $300,000. Her request was denied because the court recognized her ability to generate over $10,000 monthly from her own investments, leaving her with over $12 million in assets after the split. This case underscores the importance of wise investments. The housewife's jewelry, while valuable, hindered her ability to secure even more cash from asset distribution, accounting for over 5% of her total award. Jewelry can be cherished heirlooms, but may not be the most liquid assets when in need of cash. So, remember, while your jewelry may be highly desirable, it might not be an accessible asset to sell at a decent price in times of financial need. So, now you know. If you found this helpful, follow and subscribe to our channel for more legal things.